after having some of the more recent battles, it was becoming obvious that I needed to do a little bit of training with some of the Pokemon I have, because some of those battles were actually a little bit tougher than I perhaps would have liked them to be, and some of the Pokemon levels that we've been encountering were also a little bit higher than I was expecting. So I figured before we started doing this episode, I figured I might as well do a little bit of training, and I have indeed done just that. Well, first of all, let's start with our current squad. At least at the time of this recording, I should say, because it has changed a little bit since last time. And there have been a few level ups, not a crazy amount, but some of the Pokemon have had quite a bit of a level up. Including Mean Fu, who is now at level 29. Mainly because I wanted I mainly wanted Mean Fu to learn a much better fighting type move, in which case it now knows Force Palm, which will definitely help out a little bit. I might still bring back Lucario at some point, but for now I'm going to give Mean Fu a go and we're just going to take it from there. Quilladin, I can't remember if you've leveled up significantly, but they are level 31. Eevee's level 27, and possibly getting close to evolving. But I think right now it will still only evolve into an Espeon, at least at this time of day, because I don't think its affection is high enough. If I'm not mistaken, I think even though it knows Baby Doll Eyes, I think it needs to be at least 2 hearts affection from when you look at it at Pokemon and Me. And last time I checked, it's still only at 1 heart, so I think even if it was to evolve, it would still only evolve into an Espeon. Which I won't say no to, but I kind of want to go for a Sylveon for a change, so I think until I know for a fact that Eevee will definitely evolve into a Sylveon, I might give you the Everstone just for now, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes in terms of raising Eevee's affection. And as you can also see, I've brought the Mr. Mime that I caught fairly recently into my squad. Seeing as, well, I could potentially do with a Psychic type, and also potentially make use of its part Fairy type as well, even though I am planning on getting a Sylveon at some point, but we shall see. And you probably noticed the subtle change with the name. Yes, this is one of the very rare times I've actually given my Pokemon a nickname, but all I've really done is I just decided to rename, well, rather give the nickname of Ms. Mime, seeing as this is a female Mr. Mime. But apart from that, nothing much has changed here. There have been a couple of level ups with some of the Pokemon in my storage, but for now we're just going to go along with this. And anyway, if we just go to the double screen right now, I have been messing around with Pokemon and Me a little bit and just trying to get Eevee happier, and I've also been decorating a little bit. But if I was to go to Switch, yeah, it's still only on 1 heart. So I think even if it was potentially able to evolve, it would still, I think it would only still evolve into an Espeon. I think, if I remember rightly, if I wanted it to evolve into a Sylveon, it has to be at an affection of 2 hearts. So we're gonna have to bear that in mind, unless I do decide to unless I do decide just to evolve it into an Espeon. But then again, I do have a second Eevee, so I could always do that at some point. I think my priority is to evolve Eevee into a Sylveon. But at this moment in time, I don't think it will actually evolve into a Sylveon. So what I'm going to do, even though I could manually cancel the evolution, I'm just going to give Eevee the Amulet... I'll give the Everstone instead of the Amulet Coin, and the Amulet Coin... I will, I'll give that to... I'll just give that to Mean Fu for the time being. So we're going to go along with that, and until I can actually see that Eevee is at least 2 hearts, that's when I will remove the Everstone. But for now, we're going to head back into Reflection Cave, and I'm hoping that some of this extra training will have been worth it. Yeah, some of the trainers I battled against in Reflection Cave ended up being quite a bit more challenging than I would have liked it to have been. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind a bit of a challenge, but if you've known me on the channel for a while, you know that I typically do these kind of Let's Plays in a more casual manner. Which is why I don't really care about making things like too much of a challenge. Anyway, seeing as we've got a Rock and Roller, we might as well give Mean Foo a bit of battle experience here, especially considering you did just recently learn Force Palm, which could potentially be useful. I also decided to... Wait, did I teach you Rock Smash before the end of the last session? I can't remember, but either way, you know Rock Smash anyway, so could potentially be handy. It's super effective, but I'm pretty sure Rock and Roller has the sturdy ability anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to knock it out in one hit. Anyway, let's just use another Rock Smash. And give some battle experience for everyone. Not a huge amount. To be honest, that was probably not worth it, but you know what? It's fine. What's less fine is the fact that I'm already going to need to heal up Mean Foo. Well, luckily I did buy some potions recently, so we're just going to use a bog standard potion for the time being. In fact, I'm going to use 2. There we go. Because I can't be bothered going back to the... I can't be bothered going back to the town again just to do a quick bit of healing. Anyway, I believe it was up to here that I got up to that I decided that, yeah, I need to do a little bit of training before we keep on going. Anyway, a whole lot of Pokemon in here that I don't really care about. I could put on the Repel, but Eevee's got the Runaway ability, so we're just going to go along with that for now. Anyway, stairs on the other side, because of course they are. This better be a useful item. Also, I should... oops, that's the wrong one. That's the bike. I don't want that. I want... Oh, I can't use the item finder here. Okay, well, that's fine. I will take a Moonstone, though. Don't know if I've actually caught any Pokemon that will evolve using a Moonstone. But I could be mistaken. Anyway, we've got ourselves a Mr. Mime, but of course we've already got one. Don't need to catch you again, and I'm not going to battle against too many of these wild Pokemon. Let's just... Actually... Oh, I thought that was a bit suspicious there, but I guess not. For a minute, I thought I somehow activated the trainer encounter again. No, it was just the way I rotated my body. Anyway, no, I was going to say I'm going to battle this Chingling, but I'm not going to bother. But I do see another person further down here. Potential trainer battle? Ace Trainer? I don't know about all that, I just love Pokemon. Well, that's fair enough. Right, well, let's see if my leveling up has helped out a little bit. Starting with a Doduo. I think Eevee could potentially do some damage to this Doduo, but let's just play it safe for now. Let's bring out Pikachu. You're just going to cause an uproar. I mean, that's fine. As long as I can knock you out pretty quickly, then that'll be fine. Also, I think Thunderbolt is a new move for Pikachu. I'm pretty sure you learned that during my off-camera training. But I could be mistaken, but you know, that move now, which is definitely going to help. Right, let's bring out Mean Foo for this, this next Pokemon. Let's see how you get on against this Helioptile, or however you say it. Right, let's give a Force Bomb a go. Very easy. Very nicely done there. It's handy having your opponent be part Steel type. And there we go, Eevee grew to level 28. Adding Ascending Grand Ball. Let's stick with Mean Foo for now. Intimidate's not ideal, but not the worst thing in the world. Ooh, okay. I mean, probably should have thought a little bit more about this, but you know what, that's fine. You're now paralyzed, so that's going to help out massively. Let's switch to Quilladin. Actually, Quilladin's probably not that far off from evolving. I don't know when it evolves. Is it the usual level 36? Or is it going to be sooner than that? Well, either way. We'll just finish off this battle. Okay, you're just using the same old boring moves there, Gramble. Right, now let's use a Vine Whip. Just nice, simple, easy move to finish you off. There we go. And yep, defeated Monique. As a fellow Pokemon lover, you're an ace yourself. Why, thank you. Also, thank you for all the money. My heart is filled with my love for Pokemon. Me too. We have a lot in common. Ooh, okay, we got choices to go. But before we... Oh, that's totally going to be a wild Pokemon encounter up above me. Okay, we no longer have choices because we need strength. I'll go on then. Let's see what Pokemon jumps down from here. Is it that Swoobat or Woobat, what it's called? Yeah, Woobat. No, Swoobat is the evolved form, isn't it? Anyway, we'll get Eevee to battle this Woobat. This shouldn't be too challenging for you. Super effective, that's fine. If you're just going to keep using Assurance, that's fine, because it's not going to do much, Woobat. But to be honest, that was not worth it at all. Tell you what, let me just very quickly check what affection Eevee's on. Yeah, Eevee's still on 1 heart right now. So either I just had to keep battling using Eevee and just hope the affection goes up that way, or I just had to spend an absurd amount of time playing with Eevee in Pokemon and Me, which I have done before this episode. So, yeah. Might have to find out a way to just get your affection up a little bit more, but we'll see. As far as, and actually, to be honest, I'm in no hurry because an awful lot of, I think some of the moves that either, like, Sylveon could potentially learn, I've already gone past the level, so ideally I need to find the move relearner, but I don't think they're going to feature for quite some time. But I'll worry about that another time. But for now, let's just keep on going and see what we have. Ooh, okay, that's clearly something to cycle up. Also, I'm glad I didn't heal because there was a convenient person to heal my Pokemon. I left my darling fiancé behind and came over here all by myself. Okay, I mean, that's fair enough. And Nidorina, okay. Probably worth switching because you probably will know double kick. So let's switch to a different Pokemon. Actually, this might be a good opportunity to try out Mizmime. Especially as you now know Psybeam. Instead of the god-awful Psy-Wave. Also, yep, sure enough, you did indeed use a double kick. But there we go, no problem at all for Mizmime. Very good, and there we go. Oh, you're so strong. Perhaps even stronger than my fiancé. Well, I don't know, I've never met your fiancé. I'd like to leave my fiancé behind and wander off by myself sometimes. He's so cute when he's scared. Oh, another Pokemon. Is that another Woobat by any chance? Yeah, but probably not worth it. Nah, they're not worth much experience points, so let's not bother. Let's just keep running away. I should probably just put on a Repel. In fact, you know what? I think I am going to do that for now. Because I should have a few. Let's see. I should have a few repels. I mean, I got one super repel. Oh wait, I don't have any repels. Okay, I was wrong. I've only got a super repel. Okay, I probably should have stocked up on that, but you know what? It's not the. Oh, Hello, Tierna. Hey, DJ. If you use the move Flash, not as many wild Pokemon will turn up. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't really care because Eevee's got the runaway ability, so I'm not too fussed about that right now. I kinda depend on Flash. I'm still not very good at battling, so I keep running into trouble. I sure wish I could be as good as you. I was half expecting you to say something that you'll probably try and find a way to dance your way out of a situation. Anyway, let's see what this item is. Ooh, a black belt. Ooh, yeah, I should totally give that to Mean Fu. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to immediately give that to Mean Fu. Even though I did just give you the amulet coin, but you know what? That's absolutely fine. So we're going to give you the black belt, and I'll just give the amulet coin... I'll just give it to Pikachu for now. At least until I potentially find an item to help Pikachu use its power a little bit more, like, well, basically just like a magnet or something, but that'll do for the time being. Also, I just want to try... I was going to say try something, but then again... Can we... Well, no, hang on a minute. I tried to get on the bike, but it wouldn't allow me. So, is that, like... I can only get there from if I go from a certain direction? Let me just try something. Yeah, of course. We still can't, because of course we saw the sign, didn't we? There was a sign at the entrance saying we can't rollerblade, and we also can't, cycle. So, that option's completely out. Oh boy! Oh! Okay, wasn't expecting Mime Jr. I just didn't want to battle, like, 5 of them, so, you know what, let's use Swift and see if any of them survive. Oh, they all survive, actually. Okay, that was probably the most pointless copycat ever. In fact, they're all doing the exact same thing. Well, I was going to try and catch one of them, but you know what? I might as well just get this battle over and done with, even though I'm probably not going to get much experience points for this. Oh no, one of the Mime Jr. did decide to use a different move, which is fair enough. Right, you know what? I feel bad for doing this, but I'm just going to use Swift on all of them again and knock every single one of them out. Oh, that seems kind of cruel, but you know what? It's the way it goes. Also, Mean Fu grew to level 30. That's pretty cool. Just a very quick check. To be honest, it's probably not going to update much, is it? No, it's still on Affection 1 Heart. Actually, your fullness is down, so you know what? Let's just very quickly interact with Eevee in Pokemon and Me and just see if we can potentially make you happier. Are you happier now, Eevee? Well, you seem happy. How about a little, like, stroke on the ears? You like that, don't you? Yeah, you love that, don't you? You love a nice little stroke on the ears, don't you? Oh, look at that. You are enjoying that, aren't you? Yes, you are. Wow, very happy. What the heck? Here, have something to eat. Wait, the way you reacted, did that just increase your affection? Let me just have a look. Did that increase your affection? It did! Ooh, okay. So if I got this right, you should now evolve into a Sylveon. So in that case then, let's switch some items around. So first of all, Eevee, let me take the Everstone off you, and Pikachu, not switch, I mean item. Move that item, give that to Eevee. Now Eevee's at 2 hearts. Hopefully that will mean you'll evolve into a Sylveon when you next level up, which is going to be great. But I have a feeling I'm probably going to have to wait until I get to whichever town has the move relearner, just so I can make you learn some other moves. Anyway, battle? Yes, we will battle, Igor. Ooh, Sork. Yeah, some of these Pokemon were causing me trouble previously. But hopefully with some of the leveling up I've been doing, this should be a little bit better. I mean, okay, Ms. Mime is not going to be as strong, but hopefully we can still take advantage of the... I'll have a type advantage here still. Yeah, double kick's not going to do much at all, so this is going to be great for you, Ms. Mime. Okay, that's not bad. Ooh. Retaliate, but that's fine. It didn't knock me out, so that's fine. This is actually going to be some pretty big experience points for both Eevee and Ms. Mime. There we go, grew to level 27. And that should... And grew to level 29 Eevee. I just noticed a boosted... boosted thing. Okay. Harshly lowers the attack stat. Actually, that could be useful. Instead of, say, well, Baby Doll Eyes, so I tell you what. Replace more or less like for like, so let's have you forget Baby Doll Eyes and have you learn Charm, which is also a fairy type move. And if I've got it right, if you're happy enough, you should evolve into... Oh, you are evolving, okay. You should potentially evolve into Sylveon. Because I was double checking actually, because yes, it's true that you need to learn a fairy type move, but that's not enough. You need to be at a specific affection. I'm hoping it's right in the fact that it has to be 2 hearts. Yes, there we go, excellent. Your Eevee evolved into Sylveon. Nice. Ooh, we want to learn Misty Terrain. Okay. What does that do exactly? The user covers the ground under everyone's feet with mist for 5 turns. This protects Pokemon on the ground from status conditions. Ooh, that could potentially be useful. That might be useful, actually. I'm going to keep Bite for now, but I could probably sacrifice using Covet, so let's forget that. Misty Terrain could potentially be useful if we know we're going to be battling against a Pokemon that's going to be using a lot of status affecting moves. So that's good. Okay, so that's excellent. So we've now got the Sylveon, but as I said, I kind of want to hope that we'll find the move relearner at some point, but we'll see. Since ancient times, mirrors have always possessed a kind of mystical power. I will take advantage of that power and use it to defeat you. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. Chimeco. Okay, that's fine. Luckily for me, Sylveon still knows Bite, so this should still be very good for me. There we go, nicely done, and it flinched. This is good stuff for you, Sylveon. There we go, very nice. Oh yeah, you're getting quite the boost right now. I'm guessing because of the fact I was interacting with you in Pokemon and me. So that's good. Oh yeah, Sylveon, you are doing a wonderful job right now. And there we go. Ooh, Fire Fang. Okay, that should be a lot better than Ember. The only problem is I can't remember what your best stat is in terms of like attack or special attack. But you know what? Even though it does have a slight chance of missing, I feel like I'm better off having you learn Fire Fang instead of Ember. Ooh, Pikachu grew to level 31 as well. Okay, quite a few level ups. As I said, I'm going to keep the experience share on for a little bit longer. Until I feel satisfied that we are at a decent level now. One look at your Pokémon and I can tell what kind of trainer you are. You might say that Pokémon are a sort of mirror to their trainers. That's fair enough. Also, while I'm at it, let me just have a quick look at my Pokémon stats. Let's just have a look and see what we have. So, Sylveon's... Yeah, Sylveon's special attack is definitely higher than attack. So, really, I don't want you to keep knowing Bite for much longer. Mind you, I haven't said that. It still did a decent job against those Pokemon just before, but... Yeah, we're probably going to have to replace Bite at some point, but for the time being, in a pinch, it will do. Let's see. Okay, Charmeleon's stats are actually pretty similar. Special attack is slightly better than attack, but not by a massive amount right now, which is good. Sure enough, Ms. Mime special attack is significantly higher than the attack, so we definitely want to focus on that. Say, well, I mean, the reverse for Mingfu, attack better than special attack. And pretty much same with Quilladin. Okay. So that's good to know. Although, speaking of good to know, do I have any potential, like, moves in terms of TMs for some of these Pokemon that I could give? Oh, that's interesting. I could give, I could teach Ms. Mime Thief if I really wanted to. I don't know if I want to do that right now. But at the moment, it looks like, no, we don't have any fairy-type specific TMs right now, but that's okay. At least we've got the Sylveon. But one thing I will say is I might switch my Pokemon around at some point, but we'll see. Oh no, just where has my darling gone off to? Wait. Are you that person's fiancé? Because if so, you need to go a little bit further down this cave. But in the meantime... Ooh, actually, I kind of forgot to heal up Ms. Mime. Okay, well, as long as we can knock out this Nidorino, then we should be alright. Ooh, Poison Sting. And, of course, I'm poisoned. But if we can get the attack in first, then we should still win this one. And indeed, we do. The annoying thing is, yeah, I need to heal up Ms. Mime. I can't win without my darling. Oh dear, poor you. But if you keep going further down this cave, you'll see her. I'm assuming that's who you're on about. Anyway, you know what? Instead of using my items, I'm just going to very quickly go back to the previous room, or where that person was, to heal my Pokemon. Okay, Pokemon healed, and immediately into a wild Pokemon battle. And it's just another Mr. Mime. We're not going to bother battling you right now. We're going to keep on going. And as you can see, I've just changed my Pokemon's ordering a little bit, so I'm just going to focus on leveling up Charmeleon a little bit. Also, this little downstairs bit is a bit suspicious. Also, would you stop following me, Mr. Mime? Probably not the same Mr. Mime, but still. Stop following me. I want to see what's down here, because this looks mighty suspicious. Like, why is there just a random step down here? Ooh, wait a minute, this could potentially be a double battle. Okay, we'll do that. What do you think, honey? Should we share some of our happiness with this young trainer? Do we really look so happy? Well, I don't know. I mean, you're probably not going to be happy when I defeat you in battle. But that's just me. Also, ooh. Vespiquen and Combi. Okay. Well, let's test out your new Firefang, Charmeleon. As for you, Sylveon, just use Swift for now. Okay, it's not going to knock out Vespiquen, but that's fine. Bug Bite's not going to do anything at all against Sylveon. Ah, Sylveon's cute charm and Vespiquen fell in love. No. Well, Rattet, you know what? I think another swift attack is going to be enough, so let's just finish it off with a double swift. There we go, nicely done there, Sylveon. Oh, look at all those experience points there. Nice. Ms. Mime grew to level 28, which is excellent. And we defeated the Honeymooners. I don't mind if I lose, as long as I'm with my darling, I feel like I'm on top of the world. Well, I suppose I am rather happy. Oh, okay, everything worked out well in the end, so that's cool. My Pokemon on one side and my wife on the other. I tell you, life doesn't get much better than this. Is it selfish of me to not be satisfied with what I have? Well, you know what, I feel like I don't think anyone can be well and truly happy until, like, they find everything they want. Anyway, Roggenrola, not gonna bother battling you. So yeah, it's interesting that the wild Pokemon levels are actually pretty low, but some of the, like, trainers Pokemon are actually pretty high, especially for trainers that only use, like, one Pokemon. Yeah, like the Sork, for example, they're pretty high level, otherwise they're fine to battle against, but you know what? Giving my Pokemon, like, this little bit of a boost with the levels is definitely helping. And I think what I'm going to do is, once we leave Reflection Cave, I'm probably going to turn off the experience share. I just feel like it was probably worth boosting up my Pokemon's levels a little bit. Yeah, look at this, level 26 for this Absol. And as I keep saying before, I don't mind a bit of a challenge, but when it comes to these kind of Let's Plays, I typically these are typically like a more casual thing. I'm not trying to, you know, do things perfectly with lower level Pokemon. I'd rather just have a good time playing through a game that I haven't played in well over a decade and just enjoy the journey. Ooh, Pinsir. Okay, now we bring out Charmeleon. I'll tell you one thing, the sooner you can learn Flamethrower, the better. Because while Fire Fang is definitely going to be pretty decent, I just don't like the fact that it has that slight chance of missing. Basically like the old tackle attack. Anyway, one more Fire Fang should do it. There we go. Nicely done there, Charmeleon. And there we go. Emil defeated. I made my Pokemon sad. It's all my fault. I'm too weak. Well, not really. I mean, decent Pokemon you have there in all fairness. Here's a tip for you. Go down the hill up ahead and you'll return to Route 11. Okay. But I want to go this way first because I think there was a couple of other things to check out. Unless this is the way you're on about. Okay, so we got something here. There was another path that I saw. I don't know where that went, so I might need to backtrack a little bit. But I'll worry about that another time. For now, I just want to see what there is around here. Okay, we've got an item there. See if it's worth it. Well, we don't know because a Pokemon was apparently guarding that item. Ooh, Solosis though, okay. I mean, I don't really need to catch a Pokemon like you anymore because I've got my Ms. Mime, but... no, I kind of want to hold off from catching any more Pokemon right now. An Earth Plate, okay. I doubt we'll ever get a chance to see Arceus anytime soon, but we'll take the Earth Plate anyway. Right, where does this go? Oh, hello. There's a door. To a TM. Gyro Ball, okay. Might be worth looking into that at some point, we'll see, but let's keep on going anyway, see where this goes. Where does this go? I feel like I've just gone backwards. Also, something is totally meant to spawn here, isn't it, at some point in the game? Something totally is meant to appear around here. I can totally believe that. Although, actually, conveniently, I just made a Pokeball spawn in the exact middle of this space. Unfortunately, it's just a Solosis, so, never mind, eh? Not the Pokemon I was expecting. I'm going to assume it's... I'm going to assume it's potentially going to be like a legendary Pokemon or something that will spawn there at some point. Anyway, that just goes back round to where I was. Was there another path? Did the path carry on, or did it just go up towards the doorway in the reflection? Oh, okay, new Pokemon. Wobbuffet. Again, don't really have any intentions of using Wobbuffet, but... Oh, he got Shadow Tag. Ah, that's annoying. Okay. This could potentially be bad. So... Let's bring out Sylvie. Oh wait, it can't be switched out either because of Shadow Tag. Right, okay. Well, that's annoying. Okay. Just use Fire Fang then. Just hope that you don't use Counter. Ooh, okay, that's gonna hurt. Oh, Destiny Bond. Oh, boy. Oh, that's really not good. Okay, let's try... Dragon Rage. Let's see how much hit points you have on with that. Oh, and of course you use Mirror Coat. You know what? We're committed to it. We might as well stick around. Ooh, you know what? You are pretty much about to get knocked out by a burn, so... I could refrain from attacking, but you know what? Let's just do it anyway. Nom nom nom. There we go. Nice. Apart from the fact that Charmeleon has been knocked out, and I can't be bothered going all the way back to find that particular NPC. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use one of my revives on Charmeleon, even though if I... but then again, if I'm going towards the... Oh no, you're gonna lose out on some experience points, so you know what, let's bring you back anyway. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Why did it select Pikachu? I guess I did scroll there before I pressed cancel, but still... I don't want to use it on Pikachu. Okay, so it is a dead end. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to miss anything. But yeah, there is definitely something suspicious about that room. Something is definitely supposed to show up there at some point. And I also can't shake off the feeling that I might have potentially missed another option. I've really not been paying attention to, like... the reflections. There might have been another one of those, like, caves or, like, little entrances. Like, in the reflection. So, I potentially could have missed one. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. If I've missed something, then so be it, but judging by that suspicious area, I'm probably going to want to come back here anyway. Okay, so that goes back round that way. We don't want to do that. Although, actually, we could have gone back towards that NPC, but then again, I had to walk all the way back round. Which I don't really fancy doing. Ooh! Okay, I think we've made it towards the end. Question is this person an actual trainer or not? Also, this is where... the big boulder. Yes, there is. Whose shadow stands on the walls of Reflection Cave? 'Tis that of a hiker. Oh, really now? Okay, well, we'll see about that. Right, okay, sending out Sandile first. That's fine. Apart from the fact that I shouldn't use Charmeleon against the Sandile. So let's bring out Quilladin. And level you up a little bit more. In fact, actually you are on the edge of leveling up. Sand Tomb, but I'm not worried about that. It's not going to do too much. As long as we can get like a good needle arm attack on, we should be alright. Yeah, there we go, perfect. Definitely over top with the critical hit there, but that's absolutely fine. And Webble, okay. Just keep battling for now. Even though it's probably not going to do much damage, but we'll stick with Quilladin for now. This is... Nah, it's not going to do much damage. It's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. There we go. No problem at all for you, Quilladin. There we go. Nice. Level 33. And Diggersby. Let's once again stick with Quilladin. I think this is our first encounter with a Diggersby. Nice. And a very quick one at that. Nah. And there we go, Dunstan defeated. This battle got my clothes in such a disarray. I'd better use this mirror here to tidy up. Fair enough. What Pokemon comes to mind for you when you hear the word mirror? From me, it's Bronzor. I guess so. Right, well, let's push this out of the way because I kind of forgot I taught Pikachu Strength. Definitely going to be a temporary thing, but you know what, that's fine. Also, Battle? There may be more than one example of the reveal glass first found in Unova. That's what the latest research seems to suggest. It's a real breakthrough. Oh, sorry, don't you know? A reveal glass is a mirror that has the ability to transform Landorus, Thunderous, and Tornadus back to their original forms. Okay, that's cool. Also, well, I put the boulder down so I can go back around if necessary. Also, I feel like this is just going back around to where I was. Yeah, okay. That was actually a lot more underwhelming than I thought, but you know what? That's fine. We got the shortcut at least, so I'm not worried about that anymore. So we've got the shortcut, at least until we get the ability to fly around between these two different places, but I think we'll be alright. But in the meantime, we are pretty much near the end of Reflection Cave by the looks of it, so let's see what's... well, first of all, let's get distracted by a Pokeball yet again. And we're going to see what awaits us on the other side of this exit. Is it more of routes, whatever route it was we were on, or is it actually towards the next town? Let's see.